my channel. If you're new here, my name is Pauline, and this is my tiny corner for first-time moms. If you share the same experiences, if you share the same struggles, please make sure to hit that red subscribe button so you will be notified if we upload any new video. So for today, I'm gonna discuss about bed sharing. I joined a Facebook group with first-time moms. I actually joined a lot of groups to gain knowledge and ideas from other moms, especially because I'm a first-time mom. I'm very clueless about what to do when it comes to taking care of your child. So one thing that I have came across that's very popular and a very controversial topic for moms is bed sharing. Co-sleeping in the same room on the same bed, which is also called as co-sleeping and bed sharing, because you co-sleep in the same room. Bed sharing because from the name itself, you share on the same bed. You sleep together with your baby on the same bed. And what makes this topic very controversial is that, yes, of course, there's studies that bed sharing can increase the risk of SIDS, or SIDS, which stands for sudden infant death syndrome, which basically means that babies who sleep together with their parents on the same bed with an adult has higher risk of dying for a lot of reasons. And I also bed share, although she has her own crib in our room, in the master's bedroom. She has her own crib, but she sleeps with us on the bed at night. The primary reason why I wanted to talk about this is that there's a lot of things for you to practice and things to consider if you opt for bed sharing with your baby. And I will for sure make another video on things and tips that you need to know when you wanted to bed share. So make sure to subscribe and like this video so you will be notified if that video comes up. I'm so excited to share this topic because it's very close to my heart, especially because we've been bed sharing with my daughter for a year now. Although, don't get me wrong, we tried to get her to sleep on her crib during the night, but that didn't work out for us. The only advice that I can give to parents is to do whatever you can, do whatever you're comfortable with. So going into the bed sharing story, it's more of like the traditional side, because bed sharing has been practiced for like a very long time, since the people from long before they practiced bed sharing, because cribs were not created then. If there are any infants that died before, probably not declared as SIDS is the primary reason of the death. So a lot can happen. Yes, I just wanna get it out there that there are a lot of things can happen if you bed share, if you don't practice safety precautions when you bed share. One is the adult in the bed could roll over to the baby, which causes baby can't breathe. Two is that if you're having a heavy weighted blanket or comforter in your bed, that could get into the baby's face, which causes any obstruction on her or his or her air passageway. But there's actually, again, as I've mentioned earlier, there's a lot of things for you to practice and consider if you wanted to be successful in your bed sharing journey. The reasons that I wanted to bed share: one, for closer attachment and bond for both mom and baby, and also for my partner and the baby. But don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean that when you don't bed share, you don't get to have a close attachment with your baby. No, absolutely not. Two is that it's easier to check on the baby. So I have OCD tendencies, although it's not diagnosed. Don't get me wrong, I don't have anything against OCD, but I had this tendency of like making everything perfect and aligned and very attention to detail. I think that's the better term. Very attention to detail, and I almost check my baby's breathing as I would say 3 times or 4 times in a day. but also not every day, but like some days, especially if I'm so stressed out, I check my baby's breathing for a couple of times in a day, which is like bed sharing is one way that assures me that my baby is okay and that my baby is still breathing, that my baby is still responding to me and my husband and to all the stimuli around her. Number 3 is that I wanted my husband also to take part in the bonding session, and that's very possible to happen when we bed share. That's easier for us to, you know, co-parent while we are in bed and while we co-sleep with our baby, while we bed share with our baby. So that's the 3rd reason. And the 4th reason, and the most important thing why we decided to opt to bed share, is nursing. If you guys don't know, I'm breastfeeding my daughter since she was born, and I'm so happy because we reached our 1-year goal of breastfeeding. I know we still have a long way to go, but I made it to a year, so proud of myself. And that's very possible, and that made it, bed sharing made that thing happen, which I'm so happy about. During the night, well, I don't have any problem nursing her downstairs. I'm also trying to advocate for normalizing breastfeeding, so I don't cover up when I nurse in public. At nighttime, when we are in bed, Paula still asks for some breast milk, so we usually wake up twice, or the worst time thrice, if, you know, she's not feeling well, or she had her vaccines done in the morning. And you guys know that breast milk just doesn't, you know, give food to your baby, which, you know, quench her thirst and hunger, but also offers them comfort and, you know, security. One of my favorite things about bed sharing, I am able to nurse my baby without any hassle of, like, you know, standing up, feeling dizzy, or, you know, you're still very sleepy. I just think that it's quite a chore to do that if I'm nursing and waking up at night for a few times. You do whatever is comfortable for you as the mom and in your family, your circumstances. Also, again, I'm gonna share with you the tips that I used in order to become successful in my bed sharing journey. If you learned something from this video, give it some like, share this away to your friends, and subscribe so you will be notified if we upload a new video. Again, this is Pauline. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!